In this life, we experience situations that propel us to rise up to the challenge of how best to withstand the pressures we encountered. Sometimes it appears impossible to carry on. It is either the critics and the negativities are getting louder, or we find ourselves wanting to give up completely. Just remember this: never give up. 1. All lack is but preparation for success. The only thing which you will not encounter is failure, and even failure does not take you astray, because each failure brings you closer to success. What is the ratio of the number of times you and your team have lost? Do not regard those as loss, but more of lessons and an industry that should be worked on. Every time you make an error, you are going to learn something new and become a new person. Remember that everything is temporary. Not even the existing success of the present day's icons, which were once experiments in their current successful life profile. Thomas Edison once said that he has not failed. I've discovered 10,000 methods that didn't succeed. 2. The power of persistence. Patience bridges the gap between reality and dreams. You want to know what has been found to be the greatest factor of achievement? Excellence is not talent, luck, or privilege, but tenacity. To understand it better, let's consider one of them. Let's imagine that you are a character who is climbing a very steep rock face. These are the things, that's the kind of progress that puts me closer to the top of the hill. There is no doubt that if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think that you dare not, you just don't. That is why it is important that while you are thinking of all of these things, you must always keep your goal vocal and clear. 3. You're stronger than you think. Due to stress, we lose faith within ourselves. We fail to remember that we are strong enough to fight these wee hours. But think about this: you still get to fight so many battles in life. Wouldn't it be best if they were fought with a man you loved and respected? You've woken up each morning with the worst that life could offer and confronted each day regardless of how things stood. And I'm here to reassure you that that strength is still within you. 4. Your story can inspire others. When we stop being willing to accept no as an option, we do not only transform our own lives, but the lives of those around us as well. Your journey becomes something that someone out there looks forward to. You demonstrate to others you are in control of your life and show people it is okay to stand against the odds and triumph. 5. Dreams take time. If there is something valuable, it is worth spending time, energy, and focus on. What will make you ponder? How about looking at the beauty of a butterfly? Before it is to fly away in the sky, this has to get trapped in the womb of a cocoon for some time. It is the fight to escape that makes it put wings where it has the strength to fly. In the same way, your problems are what is strengthening your muscles toward greatness. 6. Remember your why. In difficult times, the hardest thing to do is to get back your focus on the why of the ordeal. What problem does your vision solve that prevents you sleep at night? Whom are you doing this for? Picture the lifestyle which you are willing to have and keep on that picture. Your purpose should be the driving force for your resolve. 7. The best is yet to come. It is really a unique expression of life. You do not know what magnificent chance is coming to you. The innovations that could make a big difference are already on the horizon. To quit now means you will never be able to realize how else things could turn out. 8. Greatness lies beyond the struggle. There's blue sky behind every storm. At the end of suffering lies progress. Now, if you are suffering today, then that pain will be the power you require to take the next step tomorrow. The best things in life are just past the precipice of people's acceptable levels of suffering. Demands and pressures should be voiced, and if you try a little bit more, wait a little bit longer, and struggle a little bit harder, the desired results will be achieved. Regret is harder to bear than failure. How is it to wake up one day and ponder the things you could have done, but never did? What if you had made an endeavor a little more or better yet, more? That's what one might think when they listen to "I know" and "What if you had held on for one more day?" Regret weighs heavier than any failure you might face in life. Losses are lessons. Remorse is a robber. Prefer to fight for something, to learn something new and become successful than just to quit and ask what would have been if only one tried. 10. The journey shapes. You being successful is not about getting to the finish line. The main thing is who you turn into after the marathon. It is with that perspective that you consider the challenges, difficulties, and losses of your life as molding you into a person of fortitude. The destination is rather a blessing, they say. I add that the very traveling is a treasure. This should be accepted and allowed to build a better and more improved person in the process. 11th. Challenges build character. Each problem you experience in your daily life hones your flaws while refining your skills. Struggles are actually discovery of who you really are. Misfortune brings the latent strength, the latent spirit, the latent will to fight out of one as adversity never did. As it has been said, no challenge, no growth. Just a friendly reminder, diamonds are created under pressure. 12. Your potential is limitless. The potential you have inside you is way greater than you have ever imagined. It's important to note that the limitations you perceive are more often than not your own constructs, or born out of fear or doubt. Some of you do not want to let go of the limitation set on them, but when you do not relent, you are set free, and you find yourself to be limitless. The capability of a human being is immense, and when the human spirit is backed by the will to do the impossible, is achieved. 13. Small steps lead to big wins. Change is often not revolutionary. Other times, it is as simple as making baby steps, doing something over and over and over again. No matter how long it may be a seemingly never-ending road, it is still a road towards achieving the goal. Such trifles make up a cumulative sum, and one day you realize you have accomplished something big. 14. Gratitude fuels perseverance. Whenever things get very bad, try and think of some things for which you should be grateful. Gratitude often has a unique view of changing the outlook and bringing entertainment to what's around us. It makes you get out of bed knowing, hey, maybe something in this world is worth fighting for even when life is tough and cruel. 15. You were made to thrive. Life is not simply surviving, it is about living in abundance, success, and with meaningfulness. When you don't back down, you embrace the greatness that you were born with. Honestly, no one, not even the world, can stop you when you know that you have to stay strong at all costs.